So good morning, everyone. My name's Kristy Atchinson, and my husband and I have been attending Bidwell for a little more than 10 years now, and we've been members for probably more than half of that time. I grew up going to church, all growing up, but my relationship with God didn't really become more personal and more fruitful until I was married and we had kids of our own. We realized we wanted to instill the same values and traditions that we had growing up in our own kids, and we were pretty savvy to the fact that life is a little bit different for them than it was for us growing up. Kids have more and more messages coming at them these days and more influences upon them, and it was really important to us that we provide them a foundation in Christ. Another driving factor for our participation in church is that life is hard, and it seems the older we get, the harder it gets. We have more responsibilities, more stress, more fatigue, and often experience more loss and hardship. Although it may not have been an outright conversation that we had, we decided that we cannot do this life on our own. We need the provision of a loving God and the support of a community to help us through. So I've been asked to speak to you today about stewardship and what it means to me. And I thought that it was actually, my first inclination was to say no, but then after I said yes, I thought it was great because oftentimes when I've seen people up here giving testimonies, I thought to myself, well, they're not like me. Those are the really good Christians. The people that talk about money, give the most money to the church. The people that talk about having a good marriage, never fight. And the people that talk about faith are the most faithful. But I'm just a regular person, just like you, that attends this church. There have been times over the years where we've been blessed and been able to give more. There's been times where we've given less, and there's even been times where we couldn't give anything at all, and we gave of our time instead. That is a whole nother talk entirely, though. I think what has been important for us is that we've tried to be every month as consistent as possible in our giving. It's been said that consistency is the key to success. It can be learned and practiced and requires a long-term effort sustained over time. Giving regularly has just become something that we do every month, and we view it as an investment. If we pay money for our children to do a sport or a hobby, we're making an investment in their learning friendship, teamwork, and working outside of their comfort zone. We pay an allowance hoping it's an investment that leads to responsible children that know the value of hard work. So we view giving to the church as an investment. Investment in ourselves personally, being able to take a class, attend the marriage retreat, or reading weekly devotionals, and an investment in our children and family, like Trick or Trunk, youth group, VBX, Serve Chico. But I've noticed an interesting phenomenon with our giving over the years. The more we give, the more our participation in the church has increased. And the more we've participated in church, the more connected, attached, and invested we feel. And that often encourages us to give more. It has a snowball effect. I believe our consistent giving has had a direct effect on our feelings of belonging and partnership in a community, and that it's served to make us more generous. So my prayer for you today is that when you give to the church and invest in your church family, that you too feel you're a part of something bigger and working together for the glory of God. In our experience, the benefits have outweighed the cost.
Thank you.
Thank you.